What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Red Seat Radio. My name is Corbin, and I know what you're thinking. You're sitting there looking at this video, you're going, hey Corbin, didn't we make a really similar video a little bit earlier in the off season? And you're right. Well, kind of, because we did make prediction video as to what the 2023 Red Sox opening day lineup is going to look like. That was back at the beginning of December, but since that happened, this is what my lineup looked like, and as you can tell, it is not even close to what the Red Sox are going to look like going into 2023. Brian Reynolds, the Pirates are asking so much from a team that wants to trade for him, so that seems like a pipe dream at this point. Mitch Haniger's playing for the Giants. Trevor Story's not going to be playing baseball at all until at least July. And obviously Xander Bogaerts going to be playing for the San Diego Padres for the rest of his career. So this lineup is way off. What I wanted to do today is try and revise this opening day lineup prediction a little bit, see if we can get closer to what the actual Red Sox are going to look like in 2023. Because while I don't think the Red Sox are fully done making moves this offseason, I would say they're pretty close to getting there. Maybe one or two more middle infielders, maybe one or two more pitchers. But other than that, I don't see any major additions coming. So I think it's pretty safe, hopefully, to make another lineup prediction, because man, it would be really embarrassing if we had to do 3 of these. Either way, we are going to go through and try and predict what the 2023 opening day lineup for the Boston Red Sox is going to look like, and I want you guys to let me know what you think the lineup's going to look like down below as well. But before we get into that, do me a favor, make sure you guys have hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're new here, we talk Red Sox content almost every single day. Also, make sure you guys have hit the like button on this video as well. Helps these videos out a ton, and it would mean a lot to me. Thank you all very much for clicking on this one. Let's get into it. Okay, so we're going to be doing this a bit differently this time. Last time we did some adds, some deletes, and then we came together and made a finished product. This time, because again, like I said in the intro, I think most of the pieces are here for what opening day is going to look like. We're just going to hop straight into the final product, at least hopefully, right? Again, if I have to do this a third time, it's going to be really, really embarrassing. But either way, let's get into what 2023 opening day lineup is going to look like for the Boston Red Sox. Leading off for the Red Sox in 2023 opening day, I have Masataka Yoshida. Now, Yoshida just feels like the perfect leadoff hitter on this team. He's a guy who's famed for taking more walks than he does strike out. He's a guy who's famed for knowing the strike zone really, really well and getting on base a ton. Plus, he has some really, really decent underrated pop in his bat that I think will play well at Fenway Park. So I'm expecting big things out of Masataka Yoshida. Now, obviously, there are some concerns about him being in this leadoff spot. One, in his introductory press conference, he didn't seem too comfortable with the idea of being a leadoff hitter. And two, obviously, he's coming in brand new to Major League Baseball, so there could be an adjustment period there. But I think that with the adjustment period, it's going to be a lot smoother than we think. And that's because of his awareness of that strike zone. The strike zone does not change from Japan to Major League Baseball. So if he can keep that awareness and he knows what pitches to swing at and what pitches to not swing at, I think he'll have a pretty smooth transition in Major League Baseball. Plus, the dude's a gamer. He loves baseball. I think he will find a way to be a productive leadoff hitter for this team. Now, in the number 2 spot, I have Rafael Devers. Statistically, you want your best hitter in the number 2 spot because that's the spot that's going to get the most at-bats over the course of a season. Obviously, our best hitter is Rafael Devers, so we're going to put him in that 2 slot. Now, I don't love the idea of having a lefty-lefty right out of the gate to start games, but I think Alex Cora can handle that and maybe shift the lineup around a little bit depending on matchups and whatnot. Either way, you want your best hitter in that spot, and that's always and forever for the next 11 years going to be Rafael Devers. In the number 3 hole here, we've got Justin Turner. Now, this is a little bit of an interesting choice, but I think it makes a lot of sense when you break it down. One, Justin Turner's a really good hitter. He's not a great hitter, but he's a really good hitter. He's had some really solid seasons for the Los Angeles Dodgers and the New York Mets, and I think with the Green Monster, he could have a lot of fun and hit a lot of doubles off that wall, doubles, singles. I'm not expecting a ton of home runs out of him, but maybe his home run total increases a little bit with that shortened wall there as well. But the biggest reason why I want Justin Turner in the 3 slot here is because of the fact that you have Masataka Yoshida, who's a really hard out. You've got Rafael Devers, who's one of the 10 best hitters in baseball. Then you have Justin Turner, who again is a really hard out as well. So having that really hard time getting players out right out of the gate in a game seems to me like it would work really well. So I really like the idea of having 3 guys who are really hard to get out in our 1, 2, 3 slot. So I'm putting Justin Turner in the 3 hole. In the 4 hole here, kind of the similar thought process, I'm going to put Alex Verdugo. Alex Verdugo has been on the cusp of breaking out, it feels like, for the last couple of years. Yes, he had that 2020 season, but that was sort of a, Mickey Mouse-ish season, so I don't really count that as a breakout year for Alex Verdugo. I think this year could be that year. Alex Cora talked during the winter meetings. Alex Verdugo had been working on his agility and his on-field stuff, and that's probably going to help in the box as well. His brother Chris has been tweeting about the fact that Doogie played last year with a broken toe, and now he's coming into 2023 fully healthy and has been working on his hitting a lot this offseason. Plus, again, if you're talking about guys who are hard to strike out, Alex Verdugo is towards the top of the league, and I really like that. So Alex Verdugo in the 4 hole. In the 5 hole, I would like some more power, so I'm going to put Adam Duvall. Now, Adam Duvall isn't a guy who's going to be an insanely hard guy to strike out, but if he can get a hold of one, he can hit it a mile. A healthy Adam Duvall, I'm expecting 25, 30, 35 home runs from him, and I think that would be the perfect amount of power to inject right into the middle of this lineup. So I'm going to put Adam Duvall in the number 5 hole. Hitting in the 6th spot for me, I've got Kike Hernandez. Now, I really love what Kike has done this offseason. He's really taken on a leadership role and kind of feels like he deserves to be in the middle of this order. But more importantly, he has a lot of confidence right now. And we saw what a confident Kike looks like in the 2021 postseason. Now, I'm not saying he's going to have a full year of 2021 postseason Kike Hernandez, but at the same time, too, I think he's going to have a really good year at the plate because of that confidence, because he has that sort of chip on his shoulder that he wants to carry this Red Sox team, that this is his team, at least publicly right now, and he wants this team to do really well. I think all of those factors combined lead to Kike Hernandez having a really good season, so I'm going to put him in the 6th hole. In the 7th hole, I've got Triston Casas. Now, the reason I don't have Triston Casas higher is because of something Alex Cora said, again, at winter weekends. He talked about how he thought he put too much pressure on Jarren Duran, having him towards the top of the lineup. So I'm going to put Triston Casas towards the bottom of the lineup because that's where I think Alex Cora wants him at the beginning of the year, to sort of get his feet wet in a full MLB season and really allow him to get used to full season of Major League pitching. But I could definitely see him moving his way up in this order at some point this year. We all know what I think of Triston Casas. I truly think he's the next Red Sox superstar, but for the time being, let's see if he can get his feet wet in Major League Baseball in that 7th hole. In the 8th hole here, I've got Christian Arroyo as our starting second baseman. Now, a lot of people doubt Christian Arroyo because of his injury history, but when he's healthy, he is very good at the plate. He's not insane or anything, but he is a very adequate hitter at the plate when he is not injured. And I'm hoping 2023 is the first year we get a fully healthy Christian Arroyo. I think that they will pick up another middle infielder at some point here, but I think the job starting opening day of second base is going to go to Christian Arroyo, and for that reason I put him in this lineup. Plus, it adds a nice balance to this lineup as opposed to having Mondesi in there, who's really better against right-handed hitting, so it'd be sort of like a lefty anyways. And finally, rounding out this lineup for the 2023 opening day Boston Red Sox is Reese McGuire. Now, Reese McGuire was insane in the second half once he was traded to the Red Sox, but I don't know if he's going to be able to replicate anything close to that come 2023. The catching position truly is a sort of mystery for me going into 2023. I have no idea who they end up going with, but if I were to break it down here, I would probably go Reese McGuire. This is going to be one of the more interesting sort of storylines to follow in spring training. Is it going to be Reese? Is it going to be Connor? Is it going to be Jorge Alfaro? And the Red Sox don't seem too complacent with the catching options they have now, but they're running out of time to get any more. So as of right now, I'm going to say Reese McGuire is our opening day catcher and is going to be batting 9th and rounding out this 2023 opening day lineup. And that's it. That's the lineup for 2023. I am 100% sure that most of you guys are disagreeing with me right now. So in the comment section down below, let me know what you would do. What would your opening day lineup right now, if you were Alex Cora, be for this Red Sox team? And let me know why. Let me know all your thoughts on the Red Sox and opening day down below. As always, if you've made it to the end of this video, do me a favor. Make sure you guys have hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're new here, we talk Red Sox content almost every single day. Also, make sure you guys have hit the like button on this video as well. Helps these videos out a ton, and it would mean a lot to me. Thank you all very much for clicking on this one, and I will see you in the red seat.